e-waste recycling plant. We also invest in it. We did not get any design fee out of it. Okay. So for example, and we also built Taipei's food waste recycling plant, one of the only few in the world actually using grappa making technology, which is kind of stupid, but which is a couple thousand-year-old technology, right? And then that alcohol from food waste, right? Leftover food, all the wet part turn into alcohol, or the dry part turn into methane for powering the plant. So the closed loop plant. And why do you need alcohol? You might ask. Ethylene glycol. Anytime you see an E in the plastic, it's actually ethylene alcohol. So PET is made from 30% alcohol. Okay. PP is made from ethylene. Plastic bag is made from alcohol, 30%. So if you can use 30% and replace it with the stuff you throw away, the plastic is already halfway decent. I hate plastic, by the way. So another is we're building what do you call that? Automobile recycling plant, transportation recycling. And we're using the surface, we're using recycled wind power blade. Actually, that's kind of funny. We're using wind power blade as columns. Okay, so I quickly show you what you can do with wheat husk, okay, which is coffee, like all this food waste consumptions. We turn that into, with polystyrene, we turn that into a brick system. This brick turns into a chair, which is, you can see the material, it turns into interior, turns into a beer factory. It's all made from the same material. This is e-waste, this is circuit board. We made sun shading, a whole campus full of them, and we turn that into a whole e-waste recycling campus. All the canopies are made from recycled DVD. And we also made that into retail interior. That's actually made from DVDs in Shanghai. By the way, there's so many pirated DVDs in Shanghai. And these days, people don't even want them because people just download them or stream them. So now you get piles and piles of DVDs, okay? And the interesting thing about e-waste recycling is the DVD, the silver part is actually silver, right? So that's actually with real value. After they recycle the silver, what do they do with the PC? We make glasses out of it. We make this board actually is actually made from PC, so it's fireproof. It has a fireproof content in it. Anyway, so the whole store is like that, and then the whole ceiling is what do you call that? It's also programmed, so you can actually change the ceiling. So, okay, this is made from PET, right? Recycled PET. We made a structural brick out of it. We turn that into, and we yarn recycled PET with rice. We turn that into, this looks like it's irradiant rope, okay, but it's not. We did not add any chemical. All we did is we changed the cross section of the filaments into triangle, okay. So when the light hits, it becomes a natural, like almost like a reflector, like light cables, okay. And for anyone who studies structure, the tensile and the compression element are 100% made from recycled PET. This is for Nike, for a museum in Beijing. And using the old gas tank. And this is in Milan. 2 years ago, we did an airship in Palazzo Clerici, also using recycled PET. And what's interesting about this project is all the material is packed into 6 suitcases. Okay, it's deployed within 24 hours. If you guys want to see, I can show you the process. Actually, as a video, just like 24 hours, this thing just turns into a okay, in the middle of a palazzo. It has 1,000 people party. It was the biggest party that year for Salone. And Italian government loves us. And we have to present structural analysis. We had to present to the fire brigade. We had to present to everybody, but our Italian partner is amazing, okay? And we also manufacture a lot of that also in Italy. And for example, this is a museum we built in Taipei. It's a 9-story tall structure made from all the facade and the interior system are made from recycled PET brick. What's interesting is it's using, do you guys know Gabi analysis? Gabi is a computer software based on ISO 14001, designed for carbon trading. Okay, till this day, no one knows what it is. Okay, but European EU kept talking about carbon trading, but except none of the designer used Gabi analysis. So that how do you do carbon trading if you don't know how much carbon you're consuming? Okay, so this is a building about 7 years ago. We did a full set of Gabi analysis to compare a 9-story building using this new method of make. A new material using post-consumer recycled trash, recycled by with 1.5 million PET bottles, turned into 270,000 new form interlocking brick. Okay, it's actually 80% carbon saving compared to typical 9-story tall building. Okay, and of course it needs and it doesn't look half bad, but it also have to fulfill all the international standard for wind, solar. We do wind tunnel tests a lot, we do structural analysis, and we do full-scale tests for winds, water, earthquake, and fire. And this is still PET, I'm still on PET. And we also built this 1,000 people, 80 meter across basketball stadium, portable, all fitted into a 40-foot container. No foundation, with all the NBA stars traveling around China. And the structure is actually made from 100% recycled PET, specially yarned into this super high tensile fiber infused with rice. It's almost like a super ballistic nylon using trash. Okay, it's taking the only, you guys probably can see this nicely, it's like the whole structure is held up only by construction cranes. Okay, and it's like a giant umbrella backwards. And this is the first structure in the world that does that. And if you see the basketball hoop versus how big this tent is, it's completely ridiculous, actually, in terms of size. So we doing all these crazy, funny projects to show people how sexy it could be, actually. So, okay, now get down to some boring stuff. We built all the crazy Nike store around the world with waste. Okay, because we have developed all this different material, so now we're combining them. We're using e-waste, apparel waste, we're using food packaging waste. Now we are turning that into multiple material, turning into interiors for retails. Okay. By the way, all these stores has to be launched all within 24 hours across 10 locations in the world. So, and this is made from all Nike shoes, these bricks. This is made from all computer motherboards. I mean, this apparel waste. I mean, it just, yeah. And you will see that in Milan. Again, actually, there's another project coming online. Probably in September, you will see a new store. The current store is also by us. Then you will see a new store also in Milan with this method of making. Okay, and a lot of customization. So for example, we're working with this different Italian designer and say who to come up with new seatings, new integrations, using laser cutter, 3D routings, 5-axle routings to create like weird fancy stuff with all materials.